Hello friends, we start with our next problem solving session. If still you have not subscribed and comment on my channel, please do it. Please share with your friends so that one can anybody who is preparing for the examination will easily go through my all videos and will prepare this subject. Okay, so uh, as we have already studied about Thevenin's and Norton's theorem in my previous video, so we start with the problem solving session, that is next problem solving session, and the link of my previous video is already mentioned in my description box. Please go through it. Okay, so we start with our problem solving session. So this is our first problem. In this problem I have taken this as a special problem in which we will find the value of RTH and RN. Okay, that is RTH is equal to RN, then we find the value of VTH, and then we find the value of IN, and then we will analyze what basically Thevenin's and what basically Norton's, and what is the relationship between these Norton's and Thevenin's theorem. Okay, so first of all we start with finding out the value of RTH. So as I said, in RTH, whenever you are going to find the value of RTH, all the independent source goes off. So here I am redrawing this network with all independent source goes off. Okay, so this is your current source, that is 0.25 V naught. This is 2 ohm resistance, this is 6 ohm resistance, and this is 3 ohm resistance, and this is your V naught. Okay, and here I have connected one source, that is V theta, generates current I theta. Okay, so now we have to basically find the value of V theta and I theta by short circuiting this voltage source. As it is a voltage source, so it gets short circuited. I have already mentioned in my previous video. So now the very important thing is this V naught is the voltage between these two nodes. Please see, this V naught is the voltage between these two nodes, or so you can say these 3 and 6 ohm resistance are in parallel. Yes, these 3 ohm and 6 ohm resistance are in parallel. So if I redraw this network here, please see, this comes to be in this form. Here is one resistance, here is one resistance, this is your current source. Okay, and here is your V theta and I theta. Okay, this is your 2 ohm resistance, parallel combination of 6 3 comes to be 2 ohm, and here is the voltage, that is V naught. This is the voltage. Okay, and here is your current source, that is 0.25 V naught. Okay, so now can you find the value of V theta by I theta? Yes, this voltage is what? It is V theta. So either you can apply KCL or you can apply KVL. One can easily solve the value. So we will solve this also, and what we'll do? Okay, I am applying KCL here at this node and at this node. Okay, at this node and at this node I am applying law of KCL. Okay, so once I apply law of KCL, please see what is the equation. That equation comes to be V theta minus of V naught divided by 2 plus of 0.25 V naught, okay, minus of I theta is equal to 0, which is your equation first. Please see, V theta minus V naught upon 2 is the current flowing here, 0.25 V naught current flowing is here, and I theta is coming towards this node, so that comes to be here this equation. Or you can solve it as, so it comes to be V theta minus V naught plus of 0.5 V naught minus of twice of I theta is equal to 0, or you can say V theta minus of 0.5 V naught minus of 2 I theta is equal to 0 is your equation first. Okay, now if I apply on node V naught, okay, now I am applying our analysis on node V1, so we will see what it is. Okay, so I am applying on this node V naught, so that comes to be what? That is V naught upon 2, the current flowing here, plus V naught minus V theta upon 2, the current flowing here. okay, and minus of 0.25 V naught, that is equal to 0 is our second equation. Okay, so very simple, you solve this. V naught plus V naught minus of V theta minus of 0.5 V naught is equal to 0. So that comes to be how much? It is 2 minus 1, so it is 1.5 V naught is equal to V theta. So from here V naught, you can say it is 2 V theta by 3. We'll put this here and one can get the value. Okay, please see it is 3 by 2, so that should be 2 by 3 V naught. So the value of V naught will put here. So that comes to be V theta minus of 0.5 into 2 upon 3 of V theta, that is equal to twice of I theta. Can I say? Yes. So if you solve this here, so that comes to be how much? It is V theta minus of V theta by 3, and that is twice of I theta. So that comes to be twice of V theta by 3 equal to twice of I theta. So you can say V theta by I theta, that is RTH, that is Rn, that is equal to 3 of ohm, or you can say RTH and Rn is equal to 3 ohm. Very important. So finally we have find the value of RTH and Rn, that is 3 ohm. Okay, so this is the value through which we have find the value of RTH. Now we find value of VTH. Okay, for finding out value of VTH, what I will do, I will make this terminal as open circuit, and here is the voltage, Thevenin's voltage. So as we know, Thevenin's voltage is an open circuit voltage. So this VTH, only in this branch there is no current. Please keep in mind, in this branch there is no current. So how we will find? So either you can apply a source transformation, which we will see here. Please see, this is your 6 ohm resistance, very simple. This is your 3 ohm resistance, and here I have applied a source transformation, and this is your VTH. Okay, so this is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm, this is V naught, this is 6 ohm, this is 18 volt, and here is the voltage source of 0.5 V naught by applying a source transformation technique. Okay, by applying a source transformation technique, we have convert this into 2 ohm in series with 0.5 V naught. Okay, so can you able to find the value of VTH? Yes, there are different techniques you can apply. Either you may apply KCL here or KVL, whatever it is. So what we will do, we will apply KCL at this node. Okay, so if you find KCL at this node, what is the voltage at this node? That is V naught, because V naught is the voltage between these 3 ohm. So here I can directly write the equation as V naught minus of 18 upon 6 plus V naught upon 3, this current, plus of V naught plus 2 minus, that is minus 0.5 V naught minus of VTH upon 2, this current, and that is equal to what? It is 0. Now the very important thing, again see, this current, and this current I have taken. So this current is what? V naught minus 18 upon 6. This current is what? That is V naught upon 3. And what is this current? V naught minus of 0.5 V naught, because plus 2 minus, and minus of VT divided by 2. Now the very important thing is the current in this branch, that is I, is 0. Okay, this is 0, so you can directly say this factor goes 0. This factor goes 0. So can you find the value of V naught? Yes, it is V naught minus of 18 plus 3 V naught is equal to 0, or you can say how much it is, not 3, that comes to be 2 V naught, so that comes to be 3 V naught is equal to 18, and V naught is equal to 6 volt. This is the value of V naught. Okay, so this is the value of V naught, that is 6 volt. Now can you find the value of VTH? Yes. Now you will easily find the value of VTH. So value of VTH comes to be what? See, from here you can find again the current in this branch is 0. It means you can say this factor is 0. So if I see this factor, so that comes to be V naught minus of 0.5 V naught minus of VTH divided by 2 was the current flowing in this branch. Yes, and this current is what? It is 0. So you can say that 0.5 V naught minus of VTH is what? It is 0. So you can say VTH is equal to 0.5 V naught, or you can say it is 0.5 into 6. That comes to be the value of VTH comes to be 3 volt. Very important. So finally one can able to find the value of VTH as 3 volt. Okay, so now you got the value of RN or RTH, then you have find the value of VTH. Now we find the value of our short circuit current. Okay, so just by repeating, please try to understand. Very simple concept we have applied here. Only the important thing is this was the current flowing in this branch, and since it is open, so there is no current, you can say that this factor is equal to 0. Yes, so finally you can say this voltage is 0. From here you have find the value of VTH. Now we find the value of IN, that is short circuit current, by short circuiting this branch, and we call it as IN or ISC, that is your Norton's current or short circuit current. Okay, so now how you will find this? Please see. Again we apply a source transformation. So now what I have done, I have just redraw this network by source transforming these two values. So it means this current source in parallel with this resistance converted into a voltage source in series with this resistance. Either you can place resistance before the source or after the source, nothing will happen. Okay, so don't confuse with that. And here is the voltage between these two nodes is what? It is V naught. Okay, so you can say that IN is the current which is flowing in this manner in this branch. Yes, because from here to here the current flowing is what? That is the IN, that is your Norton's short circuit current. Okay, now first of all what we'll do, we'll find the value of V naught, because that is important to find. So I am applying KCL here at this node. So it is what? It is V naught minus of 18 divided by 6 plus V naught upon 3 plus V naught minus of 0.5 V naught divided by 2 is equal to 0. This is our first KCL equation. Okay, this is our first KCL equation. Once again see, V naught minus 18 upon 6 is the current here, V naught upon 3 is the current here, and V naught minus 0.5 V naught upon 2 is the current here. And you can say this value is very important. Why? Because this value is, if you see, the value of IN is basically what? The value of IN is basically what? The current which we have just now taken, that is V naught minus of 0.5 V naught upon 2 is the current which we have considered flowing in this direction. So you can say that 0.5 V naught upon 2, or you can say V naught upon 4 is your IN. Very important. So basically you have to find the value of V naught, one can get the value of IN. So now we solve this equation. Okay, so it is V naught minus of 18 divided by 6 plus V naught upon 3 plus, here I should write it as 0.5 V naught or V naught by 4 is equal to 0. Okay, just multiplied by it as 12. So that comes to be 2 into V naught minus of 18 plus 4 V naught plus 3 V naught is equal to 0. So that comes to be what? That comes to be 43729 V naught is equal to 36. So V naught is equal to 4 volt. And from here, if you put this value, value of IN comes to be 4 by 4, that comes to be 1 ampere. So this is the value of your Norton current, that is 1 ampere. Okay, so finally you have find the value of Norton current as 1 ampere, the value of VTH as that is what it was 3 volt, yes, and the value of RTH as 3 ohm. So we will see, as I previously told you, that if this is VTH, basically we have converted this network into, this is your RTH and this is VTH. The value of RTH is what? The value of RTH which we have find earlier is what? And the value of VTH is what? So this we have find as 3 ohm, this we have find as 4 volt. Similarly, if I made here another network, again this is AB, which we call it as IN, and here it is IN, this is RN, this is IN. So RTH and RN is equal, and IN we have find as 1 ampere. Okay, so if you see, if I convert into source transformation here, please see, so it looks like this. How? This will be your voltage source, and this is your RN, and this is your IN into RN. Again, this is your terminal AB. Now if you compare this, you can say that VTH is what? Basically VTH is basically your IN RN. Okay, VTH is what? Basically your IN into RN. So that's why these two theorems also known as dual of each other, because this is the dual of this and this is the dual of this. Okay, I mean you can convert this into this or this into this. So this is a relation between Norton's and Thevenin's. So if you find here IN into RN, this IN into RN or RTH, so that comes to be again 3 volt. Okay, so this questions I have just taken to understand the interrelationship between IN, RN, and then we will find the value of VTH. Okay, so with this problem is finished. Now friends, this is your next problem. In this problem you have to find the value of RTH. This is your next problem, and in this problem you have to find the value of RTH. Okay, so we will see how we find the value of RTH. Now once we have to find the value of RTH, since there is no independent source, so as there is no independent source, what we will do, we will directly connect here our source, that is V theta, and we'll consider the current I theta. Okay, now if you see, this is the current I theta flowing here, this is the current, and if you find this current, so what is this current? This current, you can say it is what? It is I theta minus of Ix. Can you say? Yes, I theta minus Ix is the current which is flowing here. Now simply I will apply one loop here and one loop here just to find the value of RTH. So if I apply one loop here, so that is minus 2 plus V theta is equal to 1 into I theta, okay, plus 2 of Ix. So you can say V theta is equal to I theta plus of 2 of Ix. This is your equation first. Now we have to find the value of Ix. Okay, now applying here in this fashion, so that comes to be what? That is minus of 10 Ix. Since we are moving in this fashion, it is plus to minus, so minus of 10 Ix. This is one voltage source, that should be equal to, now the current in 4 ohm resistance is what? That is I theta minus of Ix. Okay, in this direction, and it is, when we are moving in this fashion, current is coming here, so it is minus of 2 Ix. That is your equation second. Okay, So we will solve it as minus of 10 ix, that is 4 of I theta, minus of 4 of ix minus of 2 of ix. Okay, so that comes to be how much? We'll take it as 6, so that comes to be minus of 4 ix is equal to 4 of I theta, or you can say the value of ix is what? Basically minus of I theta. Very important. So I just put this value here, so it comes to be what? That is, here I am solving it, it is v theta is equal to I theta and minus of 2 of I theta. You can say v theta is equal to minus of I theta, or you can say v theta by I theta is equal to minus of 1 ohm. So from here the value of RTH comes to be minus of 1 ohm. Very important thing. So first of all, we have just applying 2 KVL law here and simplify the equation. Okay, so it is very clear. From here I have just applied and find the value of Ix in terms of I theta, and just by putting this value we will got the value of RTH as minus 1 ohm. Now question comes to your mind, the value of resistance comes to be minus 1 ohm. Okay, yes, this is the answer. Sometimes in GATE the question comes in the form like RTH, as there are 4 options A, B, C, D, like it is plus 1 ohm, minus 1 ohm, plus 2 ohm, and say minus of 3 ohm. So this is the options. So what is your correct answer? The correct answer is B. Correct answer is B. But very important thing is what RTH equal to minus 1 ohm indicate. This indicate that this network which is represented here is a kind of network which is basically supplying power to a certain element or a network. Very important thing. Why? Because RTH minus 1 indicate that power is supplied by this network. Okay, power is supplied by this network. We have already seen in our power concept, when power is delivered by a network, the power is negative, and when it is absorbed by a certain network on an element, it is positive. But here RTH negative minus 1 ohm. Why? Because resistance we always consider it is absorbing in nature, but here resistance minus 1 ohm indicates that it is basically supplying in nature. It means it is supplying something to the next network wherever it is connected. Okay, so this is very important concept. I have taken this problem just to keep you understand that the value of RTH comes to be minus 1 ohm is correct. Don't confuse like putting the value of RTH as plus 1 ohm. That should be wrong. Okay, so your correct answer is what? Minus 1 ohm. So with this problem is finished. We move on with the next problem. Now friends, this is your next problem. In this problem, you have to find the value of RTH. Again, this is a specific problem in which 2 dependent sources present with their dependency shown in the network. So basically you have to directly find the value of RTH. Okay, so first of all we'll see there is no independent source in this network, so we will redraw this network. Now please see, I am redrawing this network here. Okay, little bit we make it as enlarged network for our understanding. This is your 10 ohm resistance, this is V0, the current here is I0, this is 20 ohm. These are your terminal, and now I am connecting one source, that is V theta, and generate a current I theta. Here it is 0.1 I0. This is your 40 ohm resistance. Okay, and here is your another source, that is voltage source dependent in nature is 2V0. Okay, now see, this I theta is the current coming here, this 0.1 I0 is coming here. So what is the current here? The current here is 0.1 I0 plus of I theta. Very important, just keep in mind. Now I0 is the current here, here it is I theta. So what is current here? Here the current is what? It is I naught minus of I theta. Very important. Here the current is I naught minus of I theta. Please keep in mind. So this is the current which is flowing here. Now what is the current here? Can we find this current? See, this current is coming here I naught. So what is the current here? Just see, the current here is what? It is 0.1 I naught plus of I theta or and minus of I 0. So that comes to be what? That comes to be, it is I theta minus of 0.9 I naught, the current which is flowing here. Now here the current is coming I naught minus of I theta. When these two current added, what is the current here? What is the current here? That current again comes to be what? It is 0.1 I naught. Okay, so I can say our current division is correct. Our current division is correct. Now what I am doing, I am applying 1 KVL here. I am applying 1 KVL here and 1 KVL, you can say I am applying here. Like that you can apply. This is 1, this is 2. Okay, now see, when we apply this, comes to be V theta is equal to 10 into the current flowing here is 0.1 I naught plus of what? I theta. Yes, the current which is flowing here, then plus of 20 I naught. So our first equation. Yes, or you can solve it as that comes to be 21 I naught plus of 10 I theta. This is your value of V theta first. Okay, it is what? It is 21 I naught plus of 10 I theta. Okay, please see, like that I have just applied a law of KVL, that is first. Now we will talk about second in this fashion. So if I apply in this, or you can apply in this fashion also. Okay, or you can apply in this fashion also, just for our easier way. So that comes to be minus 2 plus, that is 2 V naught. Here I am in this fashion I am applying. So minus 2 plus 2 V naught, that is equal to 40 into, what is the current here? What is the current here? Here is the current is I naught minus of I theta. Please keep sign convention very clearly while solving this problem. Plus of we are moving in this fashion. Okay, so plus of, it is 20 of I naught is your equation second. Now we will solve this equation also. So it comes to be what? That is 2 V naught is equal to 40 20 60 of I naught and minus of 40 I theta. Yes, once again we will see, it is 2 V naught, 40 of I naught minus of I theta and plus of 20 I naught. So I have just solved it. That comes to be V naught is equal to 30 of I naught minus of 20 of I theta. This is our second equation. Now we have got first equation, second equation. Finally we have to find relation between V theta and I theta. So we have to find the value of this I naught in terms of either I theta or V theta. Okay, so just see this part, okay. If I see this part, so can I redraw this? Please see here. Actually this is your 10 ohm resistance and here the voltage is V naught and some current which is coming here as what? What is the current here? Current here is 0.1 I naught plus of I theta, the current which is flowing here. Okay, see, this is the current flowing in this branch and the same I have drawn there. So can you able to find the value of V naught? yes, from here I am applying one equation. Your value of V naught comes to be what? See, this is your terminal. So you can simply apply KVL here. So V naught is equal to what? 10 into 0.1 I naught plus of I theta. Can you write this? Yes. V naught is equal to 10 into 0.1 I naught, or you can say it is I naught plus of 10 I theta. This is your V naught. Now you put this value here and one can solve this problem. I am just rubbing this. Okay, so that comes to be I naught plus of 10 I theta is equal to 30 of I naught minus of 20 I theta. So how much it is? It is 30 of I theta is equal to 29 of I naught. Yes. Okay, very simple. This is our, you can say this is our equation. Yes, we have just put, so this is our equation 1 2. This was our equation 3rd, and you can say this is our 4th. So now if I put here the value of I naught as what, that is 30 upon 29 I theta, where here the value of V theta comes to be 21 into 30 upon 29 plus of 10. That should be the value of I theta. Now just find it. So this comes to be 21.73 plus of 10. So finally I can write here as V theta by I theta comes to be 31.73 ohms, and that is your RTH. Very important. So one can get the value of RTH for this problem. Again, very important problem in which two dependent sources are there and we have find the value of RTH with their help. Okay.